2G going to be starting thing. No, we're done with that.
Yeah.
Nonsense. What are we looking at here?
I would say it's sense. I think we need to bring the nonsense in
We'll
now.
wait for a callback. Comedy.
The key to comedy.
That's how comedy works.
This is like cinema. This I wonder if this would go in Kaplan's letterboxed.
What is cinema?
It's
Oh, this
insight, actually.
observing?
Shows how much you know.
Yeah. I did not notice John QT's calling making an appearance in Cap's letterboxed. That's
Little
a
trap
concern.
play in mid here. Paranoia could be nice. Oskia ready to swing off it.
Any day now. There we go.
Oh, second is in. Oh, dang. Got caught before he was able to TP out.
Yo, Zelsis is
capitalizes
crazy.
off Zekin making that space.
And this guy's just full jumped in. Gobera, okay, trying to get something back. Gobera finds 3 kills, but it's another jumping kill from
The
Sentinels.
John QT jumping right-click classic is absolute madness. Still
the
trying to
shield.
fight back into sight, but he's down to 38 HP now.
Enemy
And they're still coming after him. Oh, PXS just barely wins that round.
Gobera has looked real nice for 2G this entire year, if I'm being completely honest.
Real.
Like, even since the very first game when this team was having some serious struggles, to say
I
the
would
least,
say
in
like
kickoff, he's
starting
been
in
nice.
stage 1. He's
No, go back. Check the numbers. Can we
Check
get
the
our
numbers. Real.
Can we get our
Real.
stat team on the numbers for kickoff real quick? Can we get one of those little pop-ups that shows
I
how
feel
many
like
kills he was getting?
Gobera is the ultimate no-help player. Like,
Sure.
if he's on defense anchoring a site, and he just has his util, no one else around him, he's getting a few kills more often than not.
It's a nice pistol for 2G as well, especially after their trap play completely runs amok there. Both players die in garage, they just win the 3v5 anyway. SEN though, just gonna try and get the plant down on B here, but there's a couple players in link ready to contest.
Nice stun.
Oh my god.
Goodbye. How did he live through that? At least goes 1 for 1.
The right-clicking is just silly, and we're kind of using a lot of bullets. It's all right from LZ, but not too sure what the plan for Sentinels is going to be. Narrates in spawn while his teammates are dying on site.
I mean, not too bad. That was a good paranoia for John to play off. The narrate is actually catching that timing. It's doable. Hello?
It's a 2v2. No guns for Sentinels, but a winnable position. Narrates does double shocks, a recon. If John gets 1 kill here, it would be so good. And he does! The right-click classic for Sentinels. It's been it all day. Now in the 1v1, shocks coming in.
Oh
but
my
Oskia,
God.
oh my. 2G barely sneak out of another round.
2 easy round wins for 2G.
Yeah, the clinical textbook, in fact.
They didn't buy 5 rifles that round. They did.
SEN had a lot of nice little simple util moments, but a player was always ready to capitalize off them. That stun into the A link, right? You know, it was a bit before that, but catching PXS and then a great paranoia for
Yeah.
John to swing and get that kill off. I mean, well done, all things considered.
And you hate to see it after it was a winnable round, but Sentinels, crazy eco damage onto 2G, spike down, like, well, that's pretty good, all
I mean,
things considered.
look at 2G's buy here. They've
yeah,
got
they're
nothing.
cooked.
Because again, they full forced last round, down to 0. Not exactly ideal. Maybe they can make something with a fight over A short. That's nice. That's their only gun too. So Oskia getting the kill, dipping away. Now calling 4 players into A. Kind of stunts Sentinels on their approach.
Yeah, they've got Gobera pushed all the way down C long, and they have the passive info trip on B, so they feel more than comfortable to stack over towards this A side at the moment.
Maybe even a reclear idea towards short. No, they'll just tuck in, stick to this 4 stack, but Gobera is really the problem of the
Yeah.
round.
Right now, Sentinels are waiting for Zelsis to find something front B.
found my wife.
And Gobera can't actually peek forward. So if Sen go into B or an A split, even if they go into garage, I think they're fine. As long as they just don't go back to C long, they should be okay.
This is a great pivot from SEN, to be honest. They've read the situation well. They're exploiting the one area of the map that is completely unguarded by 2G. No info over here.
And they still have an embed back in A. Second is sticking around there.
Oh,
Are they calling
they're double
back
embedding.
to him?
Yeah, I think they might even, with the Sova here, try to sell a fake
Fake
towards
C.
C.
Finish
Time is
A?
getting very low. 30 seconds at the moment.
left.
Wait, no,
They might be overcooking this, and I'm not sure. Did LZ see a gun? Now he has for sure. That's a free kill. But they should just push C now,
but
and it'll
now
be okay.
the time is too low. Now the C long player is actually a problem, even if they don't have to run back into that space.
And 2G are going to recover another rifle down in sewer, and if Gobera just stays
seconds.
inserted here, he can get a nice backstab
10
off when the rest of the
seconds
team pressure make the majority of the
Spike
noise.
planted.
Narrate is holding this. He'll keep creeping along. This fight really is the round. And it's Gobera. Wins it out. That's another gun for 2G.
Now the spike is still planted for back towards spawn, the defender spawn. 2G have to re-clear, but PXS again having a good timing. Not connecting on the shot gives Sentinels a chance.
John QT needs to do a hell of a lot on site. The shot, it's perfect. Forced to use the ultimate. Gobera goes flying back towards Garage. Now a double swing ready on the side of Sentinels. Gobera faces the first, but can't get the kill.
Wow.
And Sen, I mean, it's just as costly as the first 2 rounds were for 2G.
What a... I mean, that's a lot of hype for a round.
I would not be out of my chair for that one.
I would be staying seated and saying, a good recovery, guys. Because it was. Zelsis caught a timing to push forward through spawn and then wins this duel against PXS, gets the neural theft off. Little micro plays where Sen were just able to catch some good fights.
It's tough, though, because Sentinels
I'm
have
setting
to...
up, but I have to do it elegantly.
Very elegant, very demure, Zelsis. Thank you.
Yep, showing
Great
off
work.
his little waist. Very elegant.
Excuse me?
That's crazy.
It's gonna be a fight in sewer.
I like Askia's spot here. Also calling in PXS to do a bit of baiting for him, just jiggling from up on site.
Someone surely clears this angle, though. PXS sends the drone. The
Good
swing.
timing!
That's a free kill. Askia gets out of there scot-free.
Sentinels struggling twice in a row to actually clear that space into A, and losing their smokes as well. Makes speeding up into the site much harder.
2G have been really committed this half to just holding their space, not overcommitting
I'm out of here.
into aggro plays. But Sen's gonna send it now.
I'm out of here.
That's a good opener for Zekin. Player hell is stunned. It's lovely on the entry. Zekin single-handedly takes all 3.
That was a beautiful relay bolt that connected all the way back into hell as Junkyu's fault line gets the majority of default on the site. Nice little execute from Sen there.
Yeah, Zelsis was also thinking about lurking into C, maybe breaking the trip. Had things not gone so successfully on A, he would have gone for it, but instead now he's sort of allowed to do a bit of hunting himself into Garage. Might even have heard some footsteps here. Money for 2G down to absolutely nothing, so every kill matters that Sen can get.
I will say on a wider point too, I like this map pick for 2G because Sen, it's been tumultuous goings on Haven in 2025, but things have picked up since they've switched to Zekin playing the Neon, and if they get another win here, 3 in a row, that's pretty significant as far as just deepening their map pool as we head into playoffs and they try to run it back, get to another international tournament. So this was a map that they were just trying to ban as much as possible, and when they were playing it, they weren't looking great with that Yoru ISO look.
How much do you think the switch to Neon was the catalyst for Sentinels to improve their play on this map?
I mean, honestly, it seems like 100%.
I'm gonna
be real.
Here.
Like,
Look, I think Zekin's Neon is very good. I'll
Can I
play
get
a
smile
little...
of you, Shanza?
What? Are they tickling each other? What is going on?
I don't think they're giving each other a fist
No,
bump.
that's what that was not a fist bump. Those fingers were out, they were dangling.
Okay, good.
I saw what I saw.
Little fake on the lobby default for Sen, but they head back towards the C side of the map.
yeah, and unfortunately for 2G there, once again put on an awkward bye. We're only several rounds into the game, but Sen have kept
Hey,
their
but why?
economy in the struggle zone.
Gobera's got a rifle, and Gobera's the guy they're trying to walk into right now.
But
That is
Gobera's
true, except he's about to eat a stun in the corner. Yeah,
Oh,
that's-
he's fine.
Shock darts going in, Zekin around the corner. Gobera gets nothing, and the slide back site gets another. Okay. Yep, just spray through the smoke, get your kill, and it's a 3v5 for Sen in the post plant.
Yeah, so Gobera was not fine, is the verdict. Nor are 2G in a round like this.
I feel like LZ might just have to save. I don't think he wants to give that rifle away.
Yeah, definitely. Other guys might try to get some exit frags, but even then, it's like Oski has got the Yoru ult, so not really that important to get anything done there. Silence probably wants to die and get his online. That next round could be pretty explosive for 2G.
Silence, I'm looking at him to step up, honestly. You know, he's had some good matches here and there, but I don't believe he has shown his full potential up until this point. Again, he's had his moments. He's had games where he gets some pretty high impact kills. He's had some great games on the Vice, but I think it's more so when it comes to the duelist. I don't think he's peaked yet.
2 rounds in a row now where Zekken has just got crazy value entering on the Neon. I love the way that Sentinels has been very intentional about where they're placing the relay bolt and the stun on different parts of the site to give him pretty much a free hunting ground on the entry.
I wonder if 2G are going to try and get in front of some of these execs. A little mid-aggro piece they're eyeing right now with Oski and LZ set up front mid. Sentinels again geared up for a C exec, but these couple players going into grass could be in trouble.
Gobera is in trouble again, yeah. Oh, this time he's good for it. The sliding Zekken falls, and Sentinels now just have to make this hit happen through long, but the Flood retake is already arrived. Gobera, again, blinded up, overwhelmed, but he does well to get a kill. And now, it's still an advantage for 2G, as they still have players backside. LZ is sneaking in, and this is just a war won by attrition. There's your round from Silence, Wyatt.
Yeah, unfortunately, Bang was just a little slow to get around the default box, but can't really blame him. It was a very awkward situation for the team, who were certainly feeling congested without having any control of Garage, and LZ was just biding his time there.
This opening kill was kind of wild too, because 2G were going for a mid-aggro play. That was the original idea, breaking this cam and then fighting. But what it means is just Gobera's ready here to take this fight. Just drills him.
He is so sick, man. He really is incredible.
The Gen G spray on lock. Wonder what the lore is there. It's back to the well on A for Sentinels. This time gonna get stuck by that ISO undercut. Remember, this is a buffed ISO now where it's gonna suppress.
Fight in mid, gearing up for it. Silence walking down, but the rest of Sentinels are here. Re-peeking onto that angle, not so good. And LZ, yeah, he's sort of in that bunny position, but it doesn't look like Sentinels are going to walk into front B, instead trying to deal with all the Cypher Util in Garage.
I kind of appreciate, though, at least, you know, signs that they are playing loose in this game. That is where Sen can be in the danger zone.
The timing on this walkdown was great, but Bang polices it from window, and he only gets 1.
Yeah, because Sentinels weren't overcommitting into the C space, they're just trying to take a bit of Garage control. They still had that window player, so nice 1-for-1 there. That leaves B very open, and you already know Zekken's going to take advantage of it.
Yeah, and essentially, I mean, based on the 2G positioning, you can't imagine them attempting to go for this. Oskia, I mean, all 3 of them have very little cash left.
Yeah.
PXS particularly, so
Oskia
looking
like
like
too.
Yeah, we're headed towards a save type beat.
Well, it's like a 3v4. You almost want to get tempted to try and find a pick, but even that's a dangerous game.
I mean, yeah, that's really it. Like, if someone happens to walk into Oskia, that's the only opening.
I don't think they're going to get their opportunity. PXS dies to an aftershock, and Bang takes down the second gun. Oskia will save alone.
One of those like awkward in-between saves where you're not like fully saving, you're trying to see if maybe you could catch
You're
someone,
getting
and
a little
then
greedy.
yeah, you lose the guns, and now they're only going to be playing around this off in the next round unless Zekken just destroys him on
Surely
this
not, right? Wait, I think
corner
he saw
turn.
shoulder.
Oh my god.
I mean, he's going to get hunted down, though. 10 HP, that's easy spam. 3K for Bang on the round. Sen win that. And I think
That's awkward.
The real failing for 2G, on top of losing the rifles, losing the op they bought at the end, is they went into that round with both Yoru and ISO ult. And instead of, like, I think looking for an idea proactively around that, they decided to go for the operator, do this, like, slow walk down into mid, maybe using those ults in the post plant, but Sen just took them apart.
Nice, boys! Let's go!
So far, so good for the vibes. Kaplan not having to squeeze Qbert with full force to remain calm.
He's been gentle today. This is a quick fight on A, though.
Dear.
Bang just dismantles them. This is where this comp tends to thrive, but Sentinels, oh my god, Bang is just looking so clean today. In second, he's a madman. Tangoing his way into the site and somehow taking minimal damage through that.
That's so annoying.
I love that Sen are execing the site so quickly. Bang doesn't even have time to smoke, but it doesn't matter. Like, we're still just dancing around in main. 2G can't hit the shots.
Don't tell me it's another save.
I mean, that was a 2G force, by the way. You know, Bai was, I suppose, decent enough to get into the round, but it's left them. This entire game, 2G have just been in a terrible economic position.
The econ's bad. They always have their ults. Not finding a place to use them because Sentinels are always getting a kill within the first 5 seconds of the round. This time they got 2 kills.
Celsius is looking pretty sharp today, not gonna lie.
Would you like to issue an apology for the caster curse?
I mean, he didn't shoot anyone. That had no impact on his aim. That was positioning, not aim-related, not a curse.
Uh-huh. Would you consider it sharp to be
He would have
out
had to
in the
shoot
middle
and
of-
whiff.
He was out in the middle of C-Long in the open, checking his camera. Would you
Chrissy, he
consider
was
that sharp?
observing.
Didn't fire a shot. Didn't fire. I'm talking about aim.
Okay, I'll have to give it to you. This is sharp.
I would agree with that. I mean, the last shot is just stunning from Bang. 2G take their first time.
Thanks for showing us that again.
Yeah, we needed that.
Nice,
But
boys!
2G are taking their first time out of the game here. And it seems like a lot of the problems have been losing this A lobby fight every time.
I
That
mean,
tends to be what you pick this double duelist comp for.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we were joking about when we were doing our sports
When we were doing our
broadcast. a bit.
broadcast. What do you mean joking?
Oh, yeah, what do you mean, John? This is a very
Do you
important
not take
game.
your
and
job seriously?
you're taking it back to the free show. This Sentinel squad, they are playing to win. It's coming down to who wants it more, and it's clearly them. But actually, though, Zelsis is clearly wants this. Like he's trying pretty hard. I'm not gonna lie.
You
He's
can't
going
do
crazy.
the fake sports, leaves it on the field, wants it more, and then be like, but actually he just simply
I
does.
mean, it does look like he wants it more.
Get my man
He's
on
getting
ESPN.
pretty excited. I mean, listen, the first seed is pretty important. You know,
Yeah, one game away
you
from
get that
Toronto.
bye in the upper bracket. Yeah, you get your one game you're in. That's kind of nice.
I've got another narrative for you.
Oh, hit
Okay.
me.
Everyone's talking about top 3 teams in VCT Americas. Cloud9, G2, MIBR, all Omega Group. But people have forgotten this Sentinels lineup who looked so good
I think I
earlier in
actually
the year.
have. I think that's a real
I'm saying it
narrative.
in the dumb voice, but it is legitimately a real narrative that I think stomping this group out, winning 4-1, would prove a lot for Sen that they are still that team.
I agree. I think that they're pretty underrated at the moment.
Yeah,
just
do you think
because of
they
the
could
group
beat the
quality
Dodgers?
disparity.
Yeah, they just lost 15-0 to the Cubs today.
How does
Christy.
Zekin square up against Shohei? No baseball fans. I that was for Mimi.
I gave you
Yeah, that
one
was
baseball reference. I didn't want to. I
tough.
didn't want to get too committed. You know?
Healing area.
I'm just praying on their
Interesting.
downfall.
2G, they're on an eco again.
Yeah.
The 20th time in this game.
Not to max out on talking about ults, but the fact that they have held their ults means they're not going to get to cast them more than once this half, which is brutal.
Yes, and normally, ISO Yoru is an ult chaining comp.
Yes.
Where every other round
Yeah.
you're like alternating one of those ultimates. They haven't even used their Sova ult to like support the lobby fight. Like,
Yeah, at some point, surely at some point, we get a retake Dimensional Drift Hunter's Fury combo.
you'd
Or
think.
something along
I don't
those
think
lines,
2G
no?
have gotten to really play a
No,
retake.
they've died 2
Yeah, they're
players
just-
in the first 20 seconds every round.
Yeah, they're either pushing up or trying to anchor, and the site
30
anchors, I
seconds
mean,
left.
aside from Gobera, are just getting torched by the stuns.
And you see it again. Stun
Oh.
Aftershock. They're stuck in the corner. Silence. He finds a gap. Escapes for now. Zekin still in health. It's a little awkward, but from the top rope.
That's so good.
You're missing
They're
WrestleMania.
so aware that someone could be playing in that corner, or rather would have to tuck in that corner to dodge the Aftershock. So they're so thorough that they still paranoia that spot, where the only spot a player could pivot into. It's so regimented.
Oh,
Second, that's just clean.
One enemy
And a
remaining.
slide in for the second. Gobera. He's gonna be next up to die. Wyatt, I know you're.
But yeah, these
you're
execs
missing,
are gas.
You're missing
But
WrestleMania
it
to be
hasn't
here,
started yet.
but you got a little WWE action there on that exec.
Yeah, fair enough. We got a frog splash. We got the Uso splash off the top rope. We're all good.
I don't.
not here
I
to
don't
explain
get
it
the.
to me.
But if GB was here, if only. But not, listen, Sen, I'm pretty impressed with this, how they're running this Neon comp. I'm gonna be real. This is so much better than their other Haven displays.
One enemy remaining.
I want to believe that, Wyatt.
They're doing the Rafa impersonation. They've had these for 10 rounds.
Wait, that is
devious.
foul.
Ouch.
That is foul.
That's
Well-
diabolical.
Dude, poor Rafa. He's catching strays. He's not even playing.
Shortcut.
Zekin's an honest boy.
Oh, here we go. Ult's getting used. ISO ultimate. PXS gets
Double.
one on the ult, but Narrate wins in the gulag. And it's a
I have this
4v4
fight.
after finally using the ult. And like you said, Chrissy, they won't have those again this half.
Unless they ace now.
A world.
There's always a world. Only the cam on B. We've seen Trip here a few rounds. I was thinking maybe Zelsis was going to try and take the timing in because he hears that cam getting clicked into, so he knows it's possible to lurk B. That cam is actually just a bit of bait for PXS to play the close angle.
This is a nice little pivot from SEN, getting over to this very free C site.
Look at the backside tripwire, though, that Gobert's going to try and get a spam kill off of.
Yeah, just if someone goes too deep. Particularly the Neon, if Zekken is trying to run all the way backside.
Maybe even in the Sova. Nope, spotted. It's gone.
Well, here comes the Yoru ult retake. No Sova to combo with, but still has some teammates to come in. Surely Oski has a shorty in the inventory. Trying to choose a kill.
Might just be Zelsis on a late lurk through garage.
There's still a Trip.
The ult's getting used, retake starting to come in. Spots out one player. Attacking Hunter's Fury used towards spawn, and it's Bang to open up the round. 2G need to get into the site quickly, but they cannot get past Bang. He's holding this space practically alone, but it hasn't seemed to impede him just yet. Time running. Are they saving? They gotta go. 2G has to run, but they're going straight into Bang, and he's putting them down. Bang! Unbelievable as the anchor.
Everybody on SEN is shooting right now. Also, it looked like Zekken had a dimensional drift, and he was running around pinging for the Hunter's Fury. That was ridiculous. I would love to see that from his point of view there.
That's pretty. How did... Oh my god, just the Vandal double headshot?
Look at this.
He's running through his own teammate's ult to get the kill, using it like a flashbang.
But
yeah, well, you hate to see... Oh, that was not what I was going for. Quiet you.
fast C hit. Here we go. Hello, Gobera. You're back in that same corner. I don't think he got stunned
loves
this
that
time.
corner.
But he dies again.
Hey, he's 1 for 3 there. That's a good batting average.
In baseball, but so in Valorant.
Well,
And of course, that was a single. He didn't even get an RBI from it.
in his defense, the 2 times he's died there, he's only had a sheriff.
Sure.
Or it's been an eco. I think one of the times he had a gun, but I'm coping. I'm coping. Tell me to
He had
stop.
a gun twice.
But his teammates
point
did.
stands.
His teammates did.
Point stands. I mean, yeah, it feels like 2G have never had guns. If I'm being real, they're on an eco again.
No, it's 2008 out here, and the spam is just coming through. Sentinels, no trouble locking this down. This round down, that is.
Yeah, this is one of those kind of games.
Oh my, he's spamming and he still gets the kill.
Where for the desk afterwards, we request a team breakdown so we can look at the little timeline at the bottom and note that every time 2G win a round, yeah, they lose after and their economy is broken.
Producers lock that one in.
2G have only won a single rifle round.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because their anti-eco after winning the pistol was so horrendous, they were immediately shut down from that point.
Nice, boys. Come on.
This is about as snowballed a half as you can find.
Last round, another gun round. Honestly, if they could get this 4-8, it would feel like a miracle. You win another pistol, there is a slim chance left on Attack Haven, but I don't want to cope too soon, because Zekken's heading his way into this C site.
Gobert is good here.
Can he get the kill this time? They're not even hitting, are they? Where is that Rolling Thunder? It's hitting Zekken! They're just sending him in. Like a human meat shield, doesn't even commit.
Bang is up in Link getting kills, and now finally, after the stun runs out, Zekken's getting a 2K. Sure.
We breach-ult our own teammate. He waits until everyone's not stunned, swings backside dry, gets 2 kills.
You know what would have been sick is if he told Zekken to jump while the breach ult is
And he
coming
gets
in.
sent through the
So you
smoke.
get boosted up onto plat, and
That'd
then
be
you
sick.
kill the player's backside. Hey, Kaplan,
When did
write that one up.
Zekken get a window?
Don't worry about
It's
it.
neon.
Don't worry about it.
When did that even happen?
He used his dimensional drift to get there.
I'm gonna be real. SEN, every execute looked beautiful, and no one missed a shot.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure like Bang and
pretty
Zekken
dominant.
just had life halves.
That they did. Well, we've played through 1/2 inning here. We head to the bottom of the
Come on,
first map
Zach, let's-
when we
I got
return.
you, don't worry. I got you.
Oof, stuck paying for that old phone? Don't be. You know, at Verizon, we'll pay off your phone. And you'll get iPhone 16 on us. That's a value of up to $1,600, only on Verizon.
9-3 half up for Sentinels to start this game, and I'm hoping for one thing. There's 3 of us here. Is there any 2G copers who can sell me a comeback on Haven? It's their map choice. It's their last game of stage 1.
Well, I would say based on that information, look, this is 2G's map choice, right? So they've got to be favored on it. Second of all, this is their last match of stage 1, so they've practiced all these other weeks to get ready for this moment.
Wyatt, your counterpoint?
Oh, my counterpoint is that SEN are up 9-3, and they're playing perfectly. And they're all shooting.
No, I've got it.
They're all shooting.
I've got it. No, they're not going to shoot anymore because Gobera is the GOAT of pistols.
Not him, but Askia. What is going on? Everyone is
Great
blind.
counter. You
Bang. Still taking the time to break the dart, and Sentinels stay even through that.
Bang's still looking for this.
Oh
They're
my
high-lowing
God.
and he's still killing them.
Outrageous. They're going for more as well. LZ getting swung on. Bang. 3K already.
But have I ever told a lie?
The aforementioned Gobera pistol round hype up.
The Sentinels haven't killed him yet.
In this half.
In this half even, yeah.
They have killed him in the past.
I don't think they've killed him on the attacking side of Haven all year.
No. So how does he win this round?
He's going to have to land some shots.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any tripwires to get kills with.
Unfortunately, he's going to have to deal with Nere potentially droning and attacking him, and then a fault line into a recon.
Into
And a flash. And a drone.
I mean, it's going to be somewhat difficult
And Bang
to
has
win this.
2
I'm going to be real.
smokes for the spike
30
and for
seconds
long if he
left.
finishes C.
That's all well and good, but also, they're kind of low HP. You asked for some
Yeah,
cope.
I mean,
I like the way
Bang
he's
could
moving
get
right
spammed
now.
down. He could definitely get spammed down.
We're doing a lot of clearing, good information. Gobera's going to know they're coming in from CT after this, you'd imagine, if they come quick.
Okay.
How does he reposition
Go back garage,
in
I
this
think.
moment? Is he going to go for the full
The
wrap? He's
issue
not
is
going to
if
get tagged by
they-
the drone.
If they get sight, put down a smoke, have someone stick. Oh, he needs a kill
Hold on.
here. But he
Oh,
misses the
genius.
timing. They're holding around, getting watched, and he can't even get a kill.
Unfortunate. Those were the 2 lit up players too, but just could not connect even the body shots, sadly. And it's looking like this is going to be a wash for Sentinels, who continue to just play so well. I mean, obviously you don't have tons of utility to use on your pistol round, but regardless of that, they made the most of what they had with that C-long push. I love how they played that then fundamentally, that double up with Bang and John. He gets that first crazy kill spamming through the box, and then they just face together to get the second, put it in that 3v1. This is just looking so smooth, so effortless from them. I'm pretty impressed.
2G aren't forcing.
Down 3-10.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
They got the spike down. Could have made the choice.
1 HP.
1. Oh, that's so brutal.
Every break, too, Sentinels seem to be getting.
It's a great stun. The B hit is stalled out. Paranoia now comes in, and John QT is just gonna feast here. Clean shots from Sentinels, flawless anti-eco.
I mean, they're flawless overall. I'm just sitting here hyping them up for. This hasn't been over a 20-minute game, maybe
feels that way.
25-minute game, but because they were just hitting, they were slamming sights on the tag.
And I don't want to
so
get too
fast,
ahead of
but-
myself, but I feel like winning a map like this, if they can do this the second map too, like winning a series dominantly.
They're winning Toronto, I agree.
Not quite
No,
where
that's
I
not
was
where you're going. Oh, okay.
I was
sorry.
going more so that like, after kind of like some close games, having a bit of a lull at the beginning of stage 1, coming back from Bangkok, like just getting into playoffs with dominant stomp first seed, like that's just the dream for Sen.
No, I like my story better.
That they're winning Toronto.
Yeah.
I
Do
really
you have
think.
a cube in your house?
No,
I'm not going to lie.
get one for
Robert
free.
gave me a Cubert.
Did he actually?
Yeah, the one that I used to cast the other weekend.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I got to take that home.
Really?
Yeah.
I want free things. I would take one.
Get this man a free thing!
But no, genuinely, I'm gonna take this back to something I said earlier though.
Please.
If this SEN team is this good on Haven, that I truly believe has some pretty big implications for them making Toronto and going on a run in the playoffs, because I don't think there are any other teams that are like, we are the haven team in the playoffs right now. Like I think all the other teams are certainly susceptible to losing to SEN playing like this.
Here's the execute for 2G though. Really their last chance, and they cannot catch a break. Narrate gets a kill through the smoke, and another with nothing but a bulldog, shutting them down. And in the smoke again, Bang is here, stunned by his own teammate. Doesn't matter. He's trying to find a kill. Silence gets it back, and it's a 2v2 out of nowhere for 2G.
Great snappy shot from Silence, getting the spike down right now safely, and John doesn't have any util. Great kill.
Last player standing.
1v1. Stinger for Celsius. He dips away. Shield up for another 5 or so seconds. Celsius swings right into him. And Silence, 4 kills for the 4th round. But still, they lose every gun. That is way too close for 2G, but you'll take what you can get.
I mean, yeah, at that point, it's just about getting round wins, and I think for Silence, that's a phenomenal round out of him, especially because the start of this was terrible from 2G, right? Narrate found the spam on the smoke into long, but Silence was able to get himself into backside, get a few kills, get the spike down, and taking this angle too, just really nice up against the Stinger. No wall pen on that gun, so there's no chance for Celsius to trade.
Yeah, he just hard forces the angle, plays it at range, and the crosshair placement just like slightly to the right was perfect for how Celsius swung that. And now has that kill contract that could win 2G an important round, a round worth 2 that would essentially win SEN the game. If they take it here, it would put 2G on an egregious bye.
Ooh, that stun is beautiful. Free opening kill, back through the wall. He couldn't see the second player.
They're perfect. They are
Okay,
perfect
does Bang
today.
win the 1v1 in here, though, against the shield?
He does. The man is infallible today. Back up to full health. I'm feeling an ace. I don't know if it's too soon to say that, but he's 21-7, a 3.0 KD this game.
And look, he's in position for it. He's the one who's going to take this fight.
In the off angle, Bang. 2G clearing together. Bang trying to get a kill, but PXS hard clears him. And the ace slips away.
No ace, no fun. But with these stuns coming in, there's no way 2G are getting able to turn that kill into anything.
Bang just outright wins them another round by being perfect with the aim, reading the situation, perfect spam angles. I mean, not so much aim, just intuition and awareness of where the players would be. Just gets 2 free ones.
I like the maximum nonchalance, like #1 he's holding up there too.
It's you and me.
Dude, if I hit a 3K like that and got the kill in the ISO, I would be so chalant.
Maxchalant?
I would be for sure. Maximum chalant.
Yeah, I get that. But you've never won a 1v1 inside an ISO 1 before. And you're usually on ISO.
I'm not on ISO. I don't play the agent. This is just slander.
Where's the tape? You can't prove yourself innocent.
Okay.
I think this is a good choice of a time for a timeout, considering if 2G lose this round, they lose the map.
That's a really good point, Wyatt.
We really got together.
Have you coached before?
The finest analytical minds.
No, but you know, I might be open to it.
Do you think since we're wearing the suits today, one of us could walk in and just pretend to be a coach
Just
for
start pacing
LTA?
behind one of the teams?
Or even for Valorant, like a lot of the coaches wear suits.
Do they? I mean, Kaplan, no. He's in a jersey.
Wait, who wears a suit?
Yeah.
Americas?
Psycho, but he doesn't coach Valorant anymore, but he did.
Dude, when I walk into Champions Istanbul 2022 wearing this suit, let me tell you, I'm going to be coaching XZ.
Wait, we have Twitch chat on the screen?
Yeah, we got this yesterday. Bang, so good.
I mean,
that's what they're
Soul
saying.
G 1997 is correct.
That's so
I agree.
real.
I mean, again, I agree. He is shooting.
He is shooting, yep.
Any other takes?
Shout out, keep it. Wait, you're listening muted? Was that icon? It was the mute. Eggsy?
They couldn't listen to you, Chris.
You're not very chill, Eggsy. Don't like you.
I mean, they're
And you
not
know
even
what?
hearing this.
They can't hear
Yeah,
it.
I
can talk all I want about Eggsy and how they stink.
Yapping into the void. A lot of damage on Tosca there in Garage.
Yeah, 4 SMGs, by the way, for 2G. 3 Stingers. Oskia low as hell already as they're trying to get into Garage against a fairly passively positioned Sentinels. They are happy to take some long-range duels.
Any day now.
2G have really taken their time trying to explore into garage here. Zekin is positioned on both long angles. And that feels like the nail in the coffin. They're going to be executing into the site with 0 smokes.
All good. A little dart bait, not too bad, but Zekin's still moving. And Zekin's
two
just
kills.
mowing them down.
Spraying through the teammate. Now the Omen ult bangs
Oh my
here
God.
too, but Zekin might not need the help. Ult pop, but his ace gets
Defenders
stolen.
win.
13-4. Sentinels, a banging opening here on Haven. It wasn't their map
Got him.
pick, but they are still dominant.
That was a stunner. That might be, or is at least one of them, I'm trying to rack my brain, the most dominant Sentinel wins so far in Stage 1, if not the most. It looks like they never gave 2G a chance. They didn't ease up whatsoever in terms of the aim. The executes on the attack side were flawless. Every single piece of utility showed clear intention and was capitalized off of. That was just a crazy good win.
Bang, 22-8 to end the game. Zekin, 20-17, right behind him. Those two were
20 to 7.
outstanding.
Sorry,
this round.
you just slandered Zekin. Only 7 deaths.
My bad.
On that guy. And like his entry pattern, like his stuns were always finding their mark. The follow-up util, whether it was a paranoia or fault line like you've been talking about, Wyatt, always there for Sen.
Yep. Several moments where there are players trying to trade onto Bang and they just can't. Just aimbots to the next player. All these clips, it's insane. The reactions to make those flicks.
It was a really outstanding map one for Sentinels. They take the lead in the series, but 2G, they have a chance to rally back as we head to Sentinels home turf in map 2.